Surprise! We're all dead. Yes, guys, we're not dead. We're live. We're very much live. Oh, baby, baby, this is getting on my nerves. This little cable, my baby, my sweet, sweet baby. Oh, yeah, my boy's unplugged. My thing that does the shots. Welcome to the show. And I tell you what, guys, I pressed the button and it should come closer. You are welcome to it. Back to the normal shot.
I'm so tired and I look like death and I must apologise, but I've been on the go since 7 o'clock.
She's been on the
morning.
game since 7 o'clock
I had to make sandwiches
this morning.
for a picnic of mostly children that I did not birth.
Picnic baskets. Can you get a Patty there? Patty is doing very, very well. She's now coming out of the thing a couple of times a day, about 90 minutes a day, sits on my lap, has a lovely little bath, and then when she starts getting a little bit too, I'm going to go and have a look around, back in the can.
No, it's not fun times, Pats.
Oh, look, new graphics, Moraine Blues. Thank you for displaying the new graphics, and also thank you for gifting the sub. Welcome. 7 a.m. What are you talking about? 7 p.m. What is this, 7 a.m.? 7 p.m. Unless you're in Australia. Are you in Australia? You in Australia? It's lots of people that we met the other night and
Yes.
some that didn't come. We respect you and we love you and we'll sing the song for you. So who we got? Who we got in the chat?
Well done, you didn't rhyme come with bum.
I wouldn't.
It's normally
I wouldn't
the
actually.
rhyme there.
I wouldn't.
Well done.
Got a lot of good things happening. Just had an email about possibly working with Idris Elba, my favourite actor, as we all know. Might be hosting an evening with Idris Elba. Top secret. Top
I
secret.
will help with that.
Wrestling fan. It's Umpa. Fox is a great Gap Food. Caterfoot. Charlie. Forkboy. Des Yabas. Andrea Zermatt. Stupid. Technology.
Oh,
Intel inside.
is that Idris Elba again?
No, but we're going to turn this off. That's the acting course that I don't do.
Oh.
You go on then.
I found love in the last couple of days. Love, real love. His name is Ramon. He's about
Ramon.
4 inches tall and round, and he's just perfect. He just is the only thing in my house that makes it cleaner.
Thank you for the sub, Deli.
And all I have to do is ask him, and off he pops. And he doesn't dock himself until he is finished. Ramon, I love you. Robot Hoover.
How much are those things?
I got it on a reduced basis.
Okay,
So it was about 320 quid.
Someone won 500 quid at the bingo the other day and was going to put it in her savings and then didn't.
But then I thought, here's the deal. At
Let's
what
hear
point
it.
will I get to have something in my home that makes my life easier, right? Things are about to get a little bit tricky financially.
So let's spend it.
This money. I'm going to put some of it away, but I'm also going to invest some of it in my peace of mind.
Jim Bowen's reading with a party of 40 now. Thank you, Jim. Nice to see you.
Also, I've got a robot.
There was Bezos is going to be selling everyone a robot next year, and it will do anything you want. I think we all know where that's going. Oh, that didn't work. Okay.
Oh.
Nope, that didn't work. Still playing spooky music somewhere. Anyway,
Is he going to go to rudeness? Is it?
yeah. It's going to go. It's going to go to rudeness. Yeah, it's going to be
Robot
sex bot.
Hoover. It's a tiny.
Going to
leap,
be a
isn't it?
goddamn sex bot. But so that's his thing. We are both so tired this evening. Words. The Idris Elba thing is real. Words cannot describe how to. I have not had. St. John! That's what we're talking. We're talking, give us the meat. Give us the meat. I have not, you described the story for iRobot with Will Smith. I, for one, welcome our new overlords. Me too. I have not had a day off from life for about 4 weeks now. And it's just, I've got my boys there, and we're going to have a busy weekend. We've got the Royal Box meeting tomorrow at 1, and the mods, see you at 1 if you're in the Royal Box. And then I'm taking the boys to see Free Man, which is Free Guy, Free Guy, which is supposed to be really good.
Okay,
Especially-
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's Ryan Reynolds, and he realises he's a minor character in a video game.
Oh, I like this.
It's the Truman Show for the 21st century, guys.
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. And then Sunday, we're going stock car racing to watch. We're going to go stock car racing in Northampton. So some drive. And we're going to see what it's like because cars smashing into other cars. I'm up for that.
Well, today I realised that I've got the girls this weekend, but I don't have them all next week.
Oh.
Just me and Ramon.
I've got a busy week next week. Monday, I'm doing BBC Radio 4 Extra. And then I don't know what else I'm doing. But here's the thing. 9:30. Hello? You did, okay, in the bin, and then put the bowl in the dishwasher, please. That's how life works.
That's how bins and dishwashers
That's how life works.
happen.
That's how life works, boy. Listen to Daddy's lesson. Life is like a bowl of uneaten spaghetti and meatballs.
I would have eaten
You
that.
pick at it, you chew at it, you spit it out, and you put it in the bin, and then you put the dish in the dishwasher. You hear me, boy? Yeah. Yeah, boy? Yeah. Come and give your dad some skin when you've done that. It's taken quite a long time to do a very simple
He's doing it thoroughly.
task. Come and give me some skin. In the dishwasher. Upside down, so the bowl bit is facing downwards.
He's done
Give
it.
me some skin, boy. Give me some skin.
We're about to see some skin.
Ow!
There it goes.
Not that much skin, boy. So then we're horny spaghetti and meatballs.
No, he says honey.
Honey. So we're gonna go and see. Go see some stock car racing. That's the plan. Then next week is busy, man. That's
fair
what I was
play.
saying.
You did ask the girls whether they wanted to come, and their response was unanimous for a change.
No. So here's what's happening. 8:30. I got the timing wrong on the YouTube. 8:30. We're going behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Right. 8:30. We're not on the radio tomorrow. No. More on that anon. 8:30. You're working with Kerry. Yes, I am. How do you know that, DJ Black? How do you know who? That's the producer from the BBC Radio 4 Extra. So 8:30. We're going behind the paywall, not 9:30 as it says on the thing. Next week, right? Because we took a bit of a break because of our holiday. And on Sunday, of course, 7:00, Super Mario Bros. Watch along. Me, her, David Turner's. And you, if you've got Amazon Prime. You've got Amazon Prime? Well, then you can watch Super Mario Bros. Hang on, did you say you've got Amazon Prime? Well, you can link it with your Twitch and you can sub to us and we get £1 each.
But it'll be £1 we didn't have before.
Yeah.
But luckily...
Yeah, but luckily.
We get £1 each.
So next week we're doing a show every day. Not quite sure of the timings yet because I got an induction at my placement next week. Not sure the times, but we are doing every day next week. We're doing a show, 1 hour minimum.
Yeah.
If it goes well, it go on longer. I think the last two will go on longer. Paul Loves Retro. Thank you for the sub. It is just for the 666ers and above. Mm-hmm. No free stuff. No public stuff. It's to say thank you, 666ers. And please stay for another month. That's what it's for.
Please, we would really appreciate it.
Who are these people?
They are lifesavers. Or wrong. They are lifesavers. So next week, 5 shows, 1 hour each minimum, just for the 666ers. Thank you, my sister. Jimbo, thank you very much indeed for gifting us up. So that's what we're doing, right? And 1 hour minimum. If the vibe is going strong, we'll go on longer. I think we'll definitely go on longer Thursday and Friday because Thursday it's going to be watching Paddington Green.
Yeah,
and
like
Friday we're going to go down a Laurie Pike rabbit hole. Manhattan Cable, Ring My Bell. Laurie Pike night. Friday. And I say that without Alan Golds, thank you for your sub.
Your extension.
I say that without any irony, any tongue in cheek. I am so excited at the Laurie Pike rabbit hole. Can't wait. It's all for people 666 and above. So I would suggest if you ain't got that, you better sign up. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on a whole week of shows. Why do the Nazis? They had 2 salutes, didn't they? They had that, and they had that. Is that more like that? What was?
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, they click
their heels on the down low.
Click their heels. Go, hey, hello, hey. They do that. What is this one? If we've got any Nazis watching, and we tend to in the evening shows on a Friday, what does that one mean? People we lost this week. Who did we lose this week?
Oh.
2 big stars. Two very big stars, actually, that have had a huge impact on my life.
Sean?
Huh?
Sean?
Shane?
Shane?
Did we lose Sean?
Who?
Shane's gone? Sean and Shane?
I'd tell will you marry me?
Oh, of course. Was that this week?
Una Stubbs.
It's been a bloody long week.
Una Stubbs. We lost Una.
That's
Those
a
are the
shame.
Nazis with the tiny T-Rex arms. Yeah, Una Stubbs, or Una Stubbs, depending on who you speak to.
Yes.
Her son said Una today on BBC Radio
All right,
4.
so that's official then.
I still think Una is probably better. We lost Una Stubbs. Look, we lost Sean Locke as well. Yep. We also lost Sonny Chiba.
Oh, yeah.
Big fan of Sonny Chiba. Japanese movie star.
He was in Kill Bill.
He was also in some good films, including one of my favourite time travel films, G.I. Samurai, also known as Time Slip, where some Japanese soldiers from the 70s with a helicopter and a couple of tanks, there's a time slip, and they're in samurai times, and they have a fight.
Right, so some have got guns and some have got
Swords. Yeah.
Bit of samurai game, don't they? Yeah.
Because they run out of petrol and bullets. They
Yeah.
run out of petrol and bullets!
Obs, and there's no petrol and bullet shops there.
But there's a great bit, as there is in a lot of time travel movies, where there's like a sort of storm and it's all a bit weird, and then they see like an old dude on the horse and go, what's going on? Someone goes, I think we might have gone through a time slip back into samurai days.
That's the first explanation that comes to mind you. I told you about when I was awoken in the middle of a very mild English what's it called?
Country garden.
No, earthquake.
Yep.
And my first reaction as I was waking from my slumber was, oh, poltergeist.
There you
I'm
go.
a reasonable woman. Yeah. I'm a reasonable, educated woman who doesn't believe that bullshit. But that's where my head went.
What I'm saying is, if you're not a 666 or above, you won't get any shows next week, right? The 4.99s will still get like a sort of shorter best of, and the 666s above will get the full audio podcast. But if you're not a 666er, you ain't getting a show next week. And that is to say thank you for you lot, because we had a little bit of a wobble at the start of this month. And if I'm completely honest, the last few days of this month, it's not going to be that many as well, because we're going to be away. Just the Monday and the Tuesday. We come back on the Wednesday, so there might be one Wednesday night. We'll see. It's all good. But so I would say sign up to the 666s, and I'll be looking in a minute to see how many of you have signed up on the back of this impassioned speech. Catherine, talk to us about Luton. Apart from the fact it's a shithole, the show.
There aren't. There are some less shitty places in Luton, but the show was wonderful. The show, we arrived at Luton, we were ushered in, welcomed in with
Love
open
the Bear Club.
arms
Thank
to
you,
the
Adam.
Bear Club.
Thank you, Adam and Justin.
Yeah, wonderful. Immediately, they sprang into action. The technicals were sorted like that.
Yeah, it's good.
It wasn't like that time we went to Glasgow when basically I think they wanted us to put the chairs out ourselves.
Gary and Kat, thank you for the subs.
They were ready.
They didn't know we were coming at Glasgow. What are you doing? What is it? Do you need chairs?
Like we put them out.
What do you need? Yeah, I've told you everything we needed several times via the email.
Oh, awful. Anyway, it was fun, and people came.
Yeah,
and people came who have been friendly up to this point, and I think they left that place friends.
Joe, did you hear my news about Idris Elba, by the way? It was good. A lot of people we had never met before. A few familiar faces. It's hot, isn't it? A few familiar faces. And it was lovely. And I think it was, I might be doing that Kelsey Grammer thing I did. I might be doing one with Idris Elba. And, but it's not a secret. Shit.
It's Nate on the...
Elder, hey. So it was good. There's two kind of streams, because it started on the private stream. If you want to see behind the scenes and us singing Dua Lipa, then go to the first stream. If you want to see the rest of the show, but not the end, not me dancing to The Who or her dancing to the Grease Megamix or us singing Cannon and Ball, you go to the longer one. 2,000 people have watched that show. And some people sent us, we've had about 30 quid in donations. Yes. That's about 3 donations, though, because everyone gave a tenner.
Well,
Gemma gave a tenner. Some people I hadn't heard of gave a tenner. So thank you for that. If you do go and watch the long version, right, and I'll get you the link, and you're not a 666er, and you didn't come to the show, give us a couple of quid, because this is our job. give us a couple of quid. There's the link. If you're not, it was meant to be for the 666s and above, but I ballsed it up, put the phone in the clasp, and it turned the phone off, and I couldn't get it back into that stream, so I had to set up a public stream. So if you saw it, or you're going to watch it, and it's good, and you're not a 666er or anything like that, give us a couple. If you can. No, actually, no. Find a way. None of this if you can nonsense. Pay for it. Pay for it. £2 or more. Get that. Forget that if you can. Go, you find £2 down your sofa, or you find it out on the street. Actually pay for it. This is what I'm sick and tired of. Miss Jones. Oh, if you can find a way to pay for it. We're giving you muchos contentos. Pay for it. I'm not going to pay for it. Can't be free on the internet. I think it should be free on the internet. Pay for it.
Oh.
I'm not going to. I think it should be free. Pay on it. I've got all that jungle money. I spent it. Spent that jungle money. Pay for it. If you don't pay for it, don't watch it.
Or don't enjoy it.
Honestly, just freaking pay for stuff. Donate now.
Oh.
If you're not a Patreon, donate now. £2. Do it. If you're a patron, please don't. This isn't addressed at you. You're already paying. Thank you.
Thank you for your custom.
Step aside. £2. Sick to death of doing stuff for free for idiots. Alan says, you ever thought of a job in sales? I'd be too good. They'd be selling too much stuff. They'd run out of stock.
I think going in and demanding people pay for stuff when they haven't made up their mind yet might get you into hot water with the boss. But I don't know.
For it.
I don't know.
Pay
I had
for
a regional manager once who probably would have
pay for it.
Enjoyed that.
Pay for it.
Technique.
Pay for it. This isn't begging. This isn't. You're
It's
begging.
ordering.
It's demanding. I'm demanding. I'm not begging. You should be in bed. Oh, St. John, £2. St. John, you don't need to. Don't tell me how to live my life. Thank you, St. John. But you don't need to. It's everyone else. If you're not a Patreon, right, give us some money. Now. Do it. This is our freaking job. Oh, I tell you what, that guy that I liked in the jungle, or that lady I liked from 3K, they're doing a stream for free. I think I'll pony off it for free. I'm going to ponce off them, and then when it goes behind the paywall, I'm going to go to bed, or I'm going to download the River Jungle Cruise from a BitTorrent. Freaking pay for it.
Jenna says it was worth the extra tenner I donated. Basil can't eat this week, but it was worth it for the lols.
Thank you, Jenna. Thank you, Jenna. I don't want to hook you a copy of Free Guy. I'm going to the cinema because they finally reactivated my Limitless. Yes, they did.
Good. I thought you were a bit
Crusty
more
Jugglers updated.
relaxed.
Let's see. We should have loads. Here we go. Oh, Liz Lamb. What a lovely name. What a nice name to say.
Delicious.
Liz Lamb. Thank you. You've just become a patron. Crusty Jugglers just upgraded. This is what it's all about. Where are the where are the subs? Where are the donos? Do you know what I mean? Pay for it. Piece of trash. Jungle Cruise is rubbish. Send your money to Ian and Catherine Pleasant. My boys say it's good, and I'm going to watch it at some point illegally. I'm not paying for that.
Oh, tell you what I watched, In the Heights.
Oh, yeah, the film that Catherine said, don't ever watch In the Heights without
Yeah,
me.
because we were going to go to the cinema, and then you left it so long that it had gone.
She said, don't ever watch In the Heights without me. I'll be furious. And then she said, I'm watching In the Heights tonight.
Yeah.
My blood pressure is fine.
Didn't think you were bothered because we missed it.
I got a blood pressure tester because can't be bothered to go and get it. Gosh, shall I perform for
Anyway,
you?
I liked it. It was groovy, but it's too long, man. I know they're enjoying themselves, but come on.
Who are these people?
That's quite a stretch. There's a delay. There's a delay of that stretch.
Who are these people?
There's a delay. Might cancel to balance this out. Luton was great. Do you want to do another one? We haven't been paid yet, so let's see what the final
Let's see
tally
if they pay
is.
us. But yeah, I didn't hate the idea.
I like the format. Ian will watch In the Heights with me because he promised to watch it with Catherine. And then she screwed you over.
I said, all right, I won't watch it. And you went, no, go on, it's fine.
Are you still on holiday, Joe?
Honestly, it's going to win prizes In the Heights, but it should be called In the Lengths.
Let him have his moment. He'll get done for something. They always do. He'll get done for something. He will get done for something.
Lin-Manuel.
Is there a link to donate, please? Yeah, that link's going to pop up in the chat. And all of you, I'm seriously, So Luton was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's do another one. I like the format. The first half, last time on holiday, you're getting your money's worth of 20 quid Wi-Fi. The first half was this, and it was nice.
Yeah.
And we were only going to do 45 minutes. We didn't want to do too much. So I got the guitar out because that was meant to be the start of part 2. But I thought, if you should be in bed. I'm a patron, but I enjoyed the stream. Izzy, you don't need to. Thank you. See that? She's paid double. Double bubble from Izzy.
She's paid for you, you freeloader.
Izzy IDB. Izzy double bubble, I call that. She's paid for you. You can accept that, big man. A young, small, met her, woman paying for you, big guy.
Wow.
Is that comfortable? Does that sit... Hey, big guy, come here. Does that sit comfortably with you? A woman paying for you.
Nothing wrong with a woman paying.
Oh, mate. I've lost all respect for you, big man. Lost all respect for the big man. So I got the guitar out thinking, I'm really struggling for stuff here.
Yeah, it's time for some
then
afternoon love.
But then it turned out we'd done 45 minutes already. Sound alerts are not sounding on stream. What does that mean?
Are you trying to speak?
Sound alerts are not sounding on stream. Oh, that's Jimbo. Thank you, Jimbo. Sound alerts are not sounding on stream. I cannot help with that. I cannot help with that without... Do you know what I'd have to do? I've got to do it now, Jimbo.
Jimbo.
So it's good. We'll do another one. I like the format. Can you hear this? You can't. You know this song? This is Ween.
It's what now? Ween?
Ween are this band, and they're like a proper... I don't really know much about them, but they do spoof songs as well, like in really good genre. And this is them kind of doing like a sort of 80s easy listening thing. And my wife and I liked it very much. It's great.
We had the best time at your party.
Okay.
The wife and I thank you very much.
Listen to the opening lines. This is great.
There were beverages laid out for the party. There were candy and spices and tricolored pastas.
It reminds me a bit of the Flight of the Conchords.
It's very, very similar. Right. I don't want any more messages now. Go away. Thank you very much indeed. And alive, £10. You're
Another one.
big guy. Really? You happy with that?
It's 2.
You happy with that? Two women paying for you. You happy with that, big guy? You should be ashamed of yourself, actually, is
I
what
know
I'm saying.
Sisters are doing it for themselves, but should they have to?
Mr. Bodell is here. Mr. Bodell stayed at my house. We had I presented him with tri-coloured pastas.
With the beverages.
Breaking news, Richard Fairbrass has COVID. Is this a true story?
Oh, come on now.
Is this a true story? And how badly does he have it? Because if he just has a then we're all screwed. It will prove a point. If he has it, then
Oh, man.
do you know what?
Right, said Fred. Anti-vaxxer Richard Fairbrass, says the Daily Mail, test positive
Doesn't mean
for
anything.
COVID.
Doesn't
Let's
mean
see.
anything unless it's serious. 67.
Fell ill, taken by ambulance to Park Hospital,
He's
Slough.
67.
Needing oxygen, struggling to breathe.
He was taken where?
Slough Park.
No, there's no such hospital as Park Hospital. There's Wexham Park Hospital, which I was at the other day.
Well, because it's written online, you see, someone's not bothered.
He's 67.
After spending 4 nights under the watchful eye of doctors, he's now recovering at home. His COVID battle comes 6 months after he branded the vaccine a scam, which is awkward, isn't it? But full credit to the NHS, they were non-judgmental and very open to how you want to be treated, and my treatment was just keeping my oxygen levels up for a week. Oh, right, okay, so he told them how to treat him.
I
had a bit of COVID. It wasn't too bad. I was a little breathless. I felt very tired. You went in an ambulance, mate. Come on.
Hey, Una Stubbs grew up in Slough.
Did she?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good for her.
So the show was a good format, right? This was the first half, and then the second half was playing games, and it was really good fun. And we did over 2 hours, and we said we weren't going to do more than 45 minutes a half, but we did. I just watched an Adam B video, and he had a spinning wheel, and I looked at it to buy, 65 quid.
No, come on.
No.
Funny's funny, but
No, not doing one.
we've got the idea anyway for the next one.
What? It's the same, isn't it? Oh, Massive Snap.
Don't tell him.
I'm selling stuff. I'm clearing stuff out. All of the prizes were stuff that I was clearing out. I'm selling a laptop that I got given that the boys never used. We had a big argument about them never using it. But this was given to us for free, and it was worth a lot of money, and no one used it. And they've lost the charger. So that's going. My Evercade, my little retro thing, that's on eBay. All this stuff is happening. And then I was looking at cars, because my car is kind of getting a little bit, it's 85,000 miles. And it's a bit, so I went on to WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Yeah.
It gives you a price, £7,500. But then it says, if your car is... You should be in bed. Cock Bongo, thank you. The live stream was great, and some of the piece of trash can't seem to find. I don't want any more money from Patreons, please. But then it says £7,500. Then it says tiny. Oh, if your car is damaged or there are mechanical faults, then you'll get less. You should say that. Philip Schofield should say, hey, we can buy any car, but if there's any damage, physical damage or mechanical faults, you'll get less. Oh, and if it's over £5,000, you've got to pay a £74 fee. So my car has got loads of nicks and dents in it, and it doesn't work properly. Oh, so now they want to pay me less. Really?
Well, they'll buy it. They didn't say they
Really?
wouldn't buy it.
Really? You want to pay me less than the figure because it's got dents in it and the wing mirrors and the engine doesn't work properly? Oh, you want to pay? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you'd pay the price you said. They want to pay me less.
I don't think it's Schofield's company. He's also selling gin.
We know why he's doing adverts. We know why he's doing adverts. We know why Eamon's doing adverts. Not for the same reason.
No.
For different reasons.
Little financial boost, and good for them.
So... We're going to do another live show. That is happening at some point, even though I hated it.
Katie has said, my other half had a car that was too perfect and they had to get authorisation to not knock any money off.
Thachnology says, my estimate was $12.50, and by the time they were done criticising Burmac on the windscreen, they had it. Goodbye. That's why Corden stopped advertising, because Corden is a man of integrity.
Yeah, no for it.
And so that's why he stopped it, because he's integrous.
Would it be down south again?
Yep,
Yes,
so we
bite
live.
my thumb, because otherwise it ends up costing us loads.
Des Yabas, thank you. Oh, at last, a real man.
You're
thank
assuming.
You. Oh, I'm knowing. Thank you, Des. A real man. Thank you. A real man. Hope all other men watch with shame. Robin Justice resub. That's a man. Online estimate was 900, sold for 2. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really. I mean, I again, I can't afford a car, but mine is just starting to. I just got to think. I won't. It was just I was bored. Yes, down south, we live here. We ain't got.
Well,
we ain't
depending
travelling.
on where you are, Katie says she followed signs for the north.
Yeah, we're not travelling. Alistair, ah!
It's all relative, baby.
Big up yourself.
Evening.
Big up yourself. I've been watching a lot of people just do nothing. Chegwin's nephew is in it.
All right.
And he's bloody fun. Big up yourself! Big up yourself, Alistair.
I've seen bits of it and it looks good, but now you mentioned it again, I think I'll go back to the start and watch it.
Very, very funny.
Is
David
that where
Turner
you
says-
started, from the start?
I started, I did think about doing it backwards, but no, I started from the start, episode 1, season 1. There's a movie coming out as well, which I shall be thoroughly looking forward to. It's just got to series 2, and... DJ Grinders, DJ Grinder. That the first scene with DJ Grinder's girlfriend and Jabuddy G. It's hard, you can't say it without the accent, Jabuddy G. And he's got like quite. I knew so many boys like him in Slough with the exact same accent. Thank you, Visionary Soup. Thanks again for a great night. Thank you. And kind of wheeler dealers. There was a few Indian lads like that, and he's got an accent, but you can understand him perfectly. But Grinder's girlfriend is what? You said, sorry, what did you say? She can't understand. It's very, very funny. Jabuddy G is the man. It's good. And DJ Grant. All of them are great.
I've got a Cockney neighbour who talks to me like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, doesn't get my accent at
Yeah.
all. It's like, what you say, girl?
Katifer says, the cheer for Alistair on Wednesday was a delight. Was that when he hung up?
When you cut him off, when he wanted to sing his song.
He sang his song. He sang
Well,
it.
he insisted, and
signal-
sometimes you have to, don't you,
The
Alistair?
signal wasn't great. There, it has to be said. Alistair, thank you for your contribution to the show. I hope you heard the reaction that you got.
Yeah, no, it was great.
But then, if I'm completely honest, this got a big cheer. Oh, flipping heck.
Good morning, lovely jubbly.
That got an equally big cheer.
It really
so,
did, yeah.
you know,
Yes. Well, I mean, it's good, isn't it? I mean, it's all good. And, it's great that you do shows occasionally. And
For the
I'm
fans.
glad you're thinking about doing another one.
Yeah, we're going to do another one. But here's the thing. We ain't travelling. And we're not going to do them too often. I reckon maybe one every 2 months or something. And it's going to be near where we live, because once you start going out of that area, that's when we lose money.
Yeah.
And it's not. Before we were doing it because the radio show was so London centric, and we wanted to go out and meet people. That is not. I don't want to meet anybody now. Certainly not when it costs me 200 or 300 quid. I don't want to meet people for that much money. That's what it's costing us. So no, it's going to be near where we are, I'm afraid.
It must be even more exhausting when you're travelling a long way to do the show.
Yep.
Yeah, and he won't let me speak when we're driving a long way either, so it's tricky. He won't let me speak. He won't let me speak.
Why?
Because he's mean. He won't let me have any say on what's on the radio. I just have to sit quiet and
Do you remember
wait
when I had
to be
you
activated.
I made you listen to Elvis Costello's audiobook. Yes. And it was boring. It was really
God.
boring.
Yeah.
It's really boring.
It was dull.
Yeah.
It was no Billy Idol, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Right, I'll have a quiet word with Ian about that.
Thank you,
So
Alistair. I
not
appreciate
having,
that.
Not having you
Silenced.
not allowed to
Subjugated.
speak.
I subjugated her.
And then
I've
he'd
got,
get annoyed if I fell asleep.
Dear. Typical ADHD. Chap,
Just can't
I would
win.
say.
What do you want, old man?
So, I've got 2 or 3 things.
Okay. Have you done any of them yet?
Excuse me.
Was that one?
First is, you may have missed the news that Countdown had to apologise this
Oh,
week.
God.
Oh, did
Why?
the O fall out of it?
That's happened
The,
before. Everyone loves that.
No, they actually broadcast a word which apparently is in the dictionary, pufter,
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
which is obviously
Okay.
offensive.
Yeah, but only to
So-
pufters. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Now, how do
Well-
you spell it? Is it pufter T-E-R or T-A-H? I think both are acceptable.
Well, neither are acceptable, actually.
Oh, I see what he's saying now. I get it. I apologise in that case for my. If anybody was offended, I apologise. Joe says I'm a Patreon, but I enjoyed the show and would have come if I'd had childcare. But Patreons, please stop.
You don't need to.
You
You've
don't.
already
You
paid.
have. You have. It's the Patreons. Honestly, you have. It's everyone else who hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
But thank you, Joe. That's very kind. Thank you, Visionary Soup, as well.
We're all of an age when we remember when newspapers used that language.
Yeah.
I was going to say willy-nilly, but there's no need to ram that
Well, it's
home,
funny
is there?
you mentioned that because I looked up Maria Whittaker today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just wondered what she was up to.
What's she doing now?
I couldn't find out. I got stuck on the images, if I'm completely honest. She wasn't my favourite of the Page 3 models, but for some
But you
reason...
gave her a little go anyway.
Well, I tell you why. I was stuck in... That's offensive. I was stuck in traffic, and I remember the story from about 6-7 years...
Whoa.
What?
You were looking at Maria Whittaker imagery when you're stuck in traffic.
No, I wouldn't do that. It's illegal. I was stuck in... I did it afterwards. I pulled
Was it
up-
on the A41?
I pulled off. So I was stuck in traffic, and I remembered a story from about 6, 7, 8 years ago where Linda Lusardi was stuck in traffic. So she drove on the hard shoulder because she had to get to a pantomime, and she got arrested for it. And then
Even though that's vital business.
right. So I was thinking
Christmas business.
So I was thinking of that, Linda Lusardi, and then I thought, oh, what? Then I couldn't. Then there was one I couldn't remember. I think her name began with a J.
Right. Don't look at me. I'm the wrong person.
Persian. What was her name? She had a J. Anyway, and then I thought I couldn't remember her name, even though she was one I liked.
The
her.
names weren't important,
So
I
I
guess.
went to Maria, and then I thought, I wonder what Maria Whittaker is up to. It wasn't my.
Do you ever wonder what Maria Whittaker thinks about things? Because they used to often pass
I
comment,
do
didn't
wonder
they?
what her views are on COVID and the pulling out of Afghanistan.
They would have had something to say about it.
It wasn't Jenny. It wasn't Jackie Degg. It wasn't Jasmine Harmon. It wasn't Joe Guest. No, I've met Joe Guest. She was nice. She did a couple of shows with her.
She's the one that got away, isn't she?
Oh, Leilani. No, Joe Guest invited me round to her house once.
For a
Just me.
cup of tea.
Really?
For a little drinky poos.
Is that all, though?
Yeah, I don't know. She invited me for a little drinky poos, and didn't go. I said, no, I've got a girlfriend, and thank you. Thank you. I would love to, and didn't go. Jo Guest is very poorly, isn't she? Mm-hmm. She's got, I can't remember that thing is when you have pain. It's not sciatica. I can't think what the word is, but she has terrible. She certainly did.
Fibromyalgia.
Yes, I think
There
that
it
is
is.
it. Yeah, she certainly did have that. And it certainly rendered her, I believe, almost immovable. She was on this morning talking about it years ago.
Yeah.
So, I, in answer to your question, I said, no, I don't know what Maria Whittaker is up to, but thank you for asking. What's point number 2?
Well, the second thing is I've found a brilliant show on Sky Atlantic, which is rare, that is really funny, and it's called The White Lotus. It's
Talk to
only
me.
6 episodes,
Okay.
and it's American thing, but it's about a hotel called The White Lotus, based in Hawaii, and these sort of crazy group of characters that stay there over a week.
Pete?
And it's got me laughing out loud. It's really funny.
Oh, I
So,
thought with that title it was going to be some sort of
Sex show.
sexy
Swinging.
crime
Swingers. Swinging.
drama.
Swinging.
No, I didn't
Well,
think
highly
swinging. No, I didn't think
recommend.
swinging. I just thought sexy.
Sex crime. I haven't got the button.
But I know that you guys are busy and you don't have much time to...
Well, I will check. I might check it out. I want to finish. I'm going to finish. So I'm dueling Nathan for You and People Just Do Nothing. Those are the two that I'm locked into because I'm loving them both, and I'm not diverting from either of those until they're finished. Halfway through season 2 or 4,
Is,
Nathan. Talk.
Is that on iPlayer, the People...
Yeah. So, no, it's on.
Don't do
Well,
it.
it might be. I'm watching it on Netflix.
Oh, okay, it's on there. Good.
Yeah. It's on there, and it's flipping brilliant. Brap! I thought I'd be bored
Oh,
because of all the Ali G stuff, but it's very, 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 it's very funny. I'm in pieces. Anyway, yes. Number
Have
3.
a good weekend, you both.
Oh, that
Have a
was
good
it.
That was the
Lovely.
third and
Thank you.
final
Thank you very
point.
much
Thank you,
indeed.
Alistair.
0203 286 6370.
That's how you do a call. You could do it that long. You could do it shorter.
They've got a podcast on Audible. Mate. In 55 minutes, we're going behind the paywall. What's the paywall? You have to be a Patreon 666 member or above. There are the details in the bottom of the screen. Patreon.com/IAIN and Catherine with a K. Ian and Catherine.
We never know what's going to happen behind the paywall, but we
No.
do know it's always fun.
I also know that next week we're doing 5 days in a row, hour-long shows, possibly a bit longer, all for 666s and above. So if you're poncing off us now, you won't be able to see it.
Laugh
so
it.
sign up.
Laugh it up, big man, because your days are numbered.
Sign up. As Chewbacca Paul would say, laugh it up, fuzzball. It's a Star Wars reference. Do you get that reference, David?
I did indeed.
Thank you very much indeed.
I
Dude,
didn't recognise you without your hat on.
Oh, there's actually some in my bag. I haven't unpacked them yet.
thank you very much indeed. I just said that and I like it. Han shoots first. Right. There's enough of my Star Wars in stuff. Ruined it by saying Star Trek. That's fine.
Yep, that's
Dave,
fine. Press
Dave
on.
was a guest of honor in the audience of the show the other night, and then we met him. Here's the thing, guys. He's tall.
Yeah.
He's a tall lad.
Oh, you're not
Doesn't
as
look
tall as
it. You're not far off.
I'm a bit shorter than Gatford as well. I think you.
Shut
Gatford,
up.
me.
Shut up, you pudding. What an absolute pudding.
All I know is you made me feel very wee indeed.
You made me feel very poo indeed. It was nice to see you. Thank you for coming.
It was lovely. And, I mean, we got there a
Nearly
bit late,
50,
so that's why
you
we
said
had Mod Corner.
Oh, hang on. Did you get in after the show had started?
No, not after it started, but we were in when everyone else was, because Amy was on the M25 the wrong way round. So we were waiting for her to get to Nando's so we could then come to you guys. We did establish she was just on the wrong carriageway. She wasn't driving against traffic.
Okay.
No.
That was fine.
Okay. That was a worry.
That was a scary story, and then it was just a,
It was just
right.
a dumb story. Leilani. Oh God, Leilani, who I was talking about earlier on, back in March blamed fat people, these are the words of wrestling fan, for lockdown lasting longer back in an interview this year. Okay, well now we know her thoughts. That wouldn't have been quite so catchy on there. Maria Whittaker was the poster girl for the 80s computer game Barbarian. She absolutely was. My God, that was a cover. Mick Hughes, thank you. Thank you. Again, putting all of the big men to shame because I believe Mick is a Patreon. So putting all the big men to the shame. Dave, welcome to the show. And you
Anyway, how was
it.
your chicken? We never discussed that.
It was good chicken. We then, a couple of us went out afterwards, and we went, because it was Wednesday night and there were no students around, nothing was open past 11.
No.
So we ended up getting more chicken in a Piri Piri chicken shop. So I had double chicken at that. It was a good day.
Richard Gregorian's in the chat. He was in the show. Didn't stick around to say hello. I think that's
He
disrespectful.
was with his daughters. He
I'm
probably
gonna
had
sue
to
him.
apologise and take them
He
for a
put
Piri
£20.
Piri.
He put £20 behind the bar for me. Did Richard Gregorian?
So you got half a drink. Leilani is an anti-vaxxer. Wow, this is going to be a tough one. What I was going to say is, but I'm not going to say that because that is disrespectful.
But you said it.
I said it to you.
Yeah. Where's my microphone?
Is what talking to it?
Can't hear myself.
Talking to it?
Z z z.
What is going on? Yours did go quiet when I did that.
I heard the tapping.
Say again.
Hello, hello, hello. No, I'm strange now.
What's happened? What's on the tapes? Gifted a sub, thank you. What's going on there? Now talk.
Yes.
Hang on. That's it. Fixed it.
Quiet though, isn't it?
Talking to it though.
I am talking into it.
What has gone on?
I sound like I'm
You're getting
damaged.
really good with these technicals. The unplugging and plugging it back in.
But why did that happen? It was.
There.
What? Talk.
That now that's gone.
All I
into
did
my
was
ears
hit
again.
the. All I did was hit the
That's all you
thing.
need to do. Turns out.
Dave, been on this call for 18 minutes, according to my information, and we don't know what you're talking about.
Luton.
Neither do I. I would suggest if you are doing Luton again, Premier in Luton, good place to. You don't have to check out till 12. We were sat in the restaurant having breakfast till about 11:15.
I like a late checkout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bizarre. Breakfast with Chaz, Nuka, Gatford, Caterfer. It was awesome because that was the thing. For me, it was more than just the night. We had like the time before it and then
That's disrespectful.
It was great.
That's disrespectful. And listen, didn't it feel good? Didn't it feel good having put money in our pocket? Didn't it feel good, right?
Always. Oh, you. I mean, you know. Yeah.
Listening? You listening? You listening, big men?
Do you want to feel good?
Do you want to feel good, big men? Put that back in your pants and instead go into the other pocket and pull out some money and donate it, you absolute ponces. Do you remember when Julia Hartley-Brewer? Do you remember when Julia Hartley-Brewer on TV meant to call the England football team ponces and called them nonces? Dickhead. I hate her.
I mean, Neve was a great look. But
No, I hate
you're going to
her.
get it wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, Dave, please.
Lost track. No, it was purely just reiterating everything you said about Luton. It was lovely. I said to you, I think yesterday, to use a well overused phrase, I kind of got a bit of the feels when you were playing the Cannon and Ball and you guys were on stage, and it was nice.
Good
It was
night.
kind of like the whole year, a culmination of
Yeah.
stuff.
Powerful.
It was brilliant. It was lovely.
Thank you.
I know Linny has a video. I don't know if that's out there.
The video of Cannon and Ball, yes, I've got that, and I'm going to upload that at some point. I'm going to upload David Turner's as well at some
That
point.
was beautiful.
And I'm going to cut you off now, Dave.
Goodbye, Dave.
There we go. It's as simple as that. Peter's called us. Let's go to Peter.
Tell you what was spooky. We finished with Cannon and Ball's theme, and there was actual audience member who may be here tonight who was wearing a Cannon and Ball t-shirt.
Oh yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? Beastie Boy, love the live show. Thanks for streaming. Would love to have been there, but I'm a pussy. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's very kind of you, Beastie. Thank you very much indeed. Pete.
Hello.
Pietro.
Was there any TV show more depressing than Joe Guest's Steam Room?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that. What was that?
I think it was a Men and Motors thing. Now it got shown on ITV like late night at 1-2 a.m. During I'll just say during a time when I was a teenager. That's why I was watching.
Okay, that's fair enough. That's why I used to watch God's Gift. I was in my 20s.
I like God's Gift too.
Was that the one that Graham Norton was on?
No, that was the one that Davina did, and then the lady with the eyes did. No, the Graham Norton one was with Maria McFarlane. Is that her name?
Yes.
And
that was
I
called.
can't remember. Someone will tell us.
Carnal Knowledge.
Carnal Knowledge. I once interviewed Vanilla Ice. He came on the 11 o'clock show, and he had a show on Men and Motors, and we had a great question. It was something like, What's it like hosting a show on Britain's premier men and motoring channel? Something like that. It's probably a little bit sharper than that, but.
Christ. Well, Joe Castillo, it seemed to be basically she would go to a different club every week and kind of basically talk to a bunch of Larry clubbers and kind of get them to sort of get a boo. But, you know, there was I remember there was a whole thing at the end, which was basically a Mexican waiver flashing.
Oh, my God.
And they would just get a bunch of...
Hang on, you said it was depressing, but you watched it right through to the end, what, just
Black
to check?
bra.
I was a teenager. In hindsight, it was depressing.
All right.
At the time, it was kind of a lottery.
Horny.
Uplifting.
It was a horny show.
Yeah. I mean, they just got all these drunk women to kind of... And the camera would pan along them and... Yeah, they'd do a Mexican waiver flashing there. But
The 90s was very odd. The 90s was very odd with Nuts and FHM and Zoo magazine. It basically, pornography became mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
It became the mainstream and it became okay.
But also, women were encouraged to outlair the ladettes, you know, so...
Yeah, well, this is the thing, 'cause, it took me back to something which we were kind of on last week. Because I found... ages back, I found an episode of Hitman and Her where the hitman wasn't there.
Yeah.
So it was just Michaela Strachan. And it felt like a pro... Yeah, sorry, we don't use names.
Please not.
Yeah, it felt like a kind of proto Joe Guest steam room thing in parts, because it was just her in the club and...
Loads of drunk blokes.
Yeah, one of the segments had her in the ladies' toilet asking them about their sort of, you know, tips for picking, you know, what they do to pick up men.
Hang on a minute. Have I raised my eyebrow?
It was just so...
Hang on, Pete. Is that eyebrow raised?
You've lowered one.
No. Kind of.
Or are you on you're on the slant? It's a weird dynamic, though, isn't it? Michaela Strachan and someone old enough to be a dad in a nightclub.
I mean, that's very weird.
I know he's the hitman and all. I know.
Does that mean he killed people?
With his music, yeah.
The hit. He had
Killer
hits. He had hits.
People have definitely died because, like, dancing to that music or whatever.
I'm sure they have.
Ecstasy, that's the word of the 90s. That was a song, wasn't it? Ecstasy, that's the word of the 90s.
Is it?
That was a song. I don't
remember that one.
So, yeah,
I remember, what planet are you from? Planet Ecstasy. Do you remember that one?
Don't remember that. I remember He's a Good, obviously. I mean, that was stupid. And He's a Good. Do you know what? That's due a remix. He's a Good. That's due a remix.
I don't think he's the thing anymore.
It's not about Ecstasy. It's about a guy called Ebenezer Good.
All right.
Oh, shut up, man. That's what Mr. C said.
Of course he said that.
Yeah, exactly, because that's what it's about.
Do you know what Mr. C stands for?
Does it?
Vitamin C.
Vitamin C. Good for me.
As far as Ecstasy is concerned, I was of an age where the whole Leah Betts thing just was like, that's I'm never doing that. That's scary.
They put the fear of God into us, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To some of us.
Well, yeah. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go into a drug chat now. I don't want to do a drug chat now. But yeah,
and you're older, and
8 months today. I'm 8 months today.
Hey, nice one.
Yeah.
8 months today. Yeah, that's the sound of my bell after 8 months. Why is my bell broken? There we go.
There it is.
That's it.
Ring it out. Everybody
was kung fu fighting. I've put Pete and I in the Discord mods were talking about Evercades, which are these lovely little retro consoles where you get these cartridges and they have about 10, 15 games on. And Pete asked me if they were worth getting. And I said, funnily enough, I was thinking of getting rid of mine because I don't use it. And I'm going to do a big clean out. And the thinking is anything I haven't used for 6 months or more, I'm going to get rid of. And so Pete mentioned that. I thought, I was thinking of getting rid of it. I'm going to give it a go. I'll give it a go. And I played with it in bed last night. Stop it! And I thought, this is going on eBay. So it's on eBay, up to £56 already.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
You posted it in the mod chat and you posted the link.
I know, mate. I know. I was trying to get you, boy.
I was like, I mean, luckily, I think there was partly the shame.
Yeah.
If I had have clicked buy it now, I would have had to go. Yeah, I'd like it. Even though we both know, having had the discussion, that I don't really want it, but yeah.
Well, this was the thing. It's that thing of trying to fill a hole, and I filled a hole today. I had I had an uncomfortable meeting, which I'll talk about behind the paywall, 666. And afterwards, I hadn't eaten, but I felt so shit. I went and bought two McDonald's meals.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get the second fries actually, but I had two. I had a burger and I had a wrap and I had fries and I had a water and I had coffee. Big. Oh, and I had the cheesy things.
Oh, melt things.
Yeah, and here's the thing: it didn't work. I felt worse after it. I felt worse after two McDonald's meals. Imagine that. Imagine. So it's funny. What we look for to make us happy isn't. It is not things, and it is not food, and it is not sex, and it is not drugs, and it is not money, and it is not.
No, you can't use an external solution for an internal problem.
No,
and yet we all do.
Well, and it's the things you don't quite expect that sort of do feel. I mean, you know, I'm not going to go into it, but you know, I felt I made the decision not to go this week, and there was no win. I was going to hate myself. I had the decision in some ways, and I decided not to go. But I mean, yes, it did mean that yesterday I got to go to a science centre with my nephew.
Oh, I saw that picture of you with your nephew. Now that's living. That's living.
Well, I mean, look, the thing is, for a lot of the day was quite, because you know my brain wasn't in a good place, and I was achy, I was tired, I was sweaty. It was so noisy and crowded, and I mean, certainly a lot of the early part of the day, I was just kind of hating it and hating myself. But I went with my nephew into the planetarium thing. Just me and him. My mum didn't fancy going in.
She's scared of stars.
She's scared of stars.
I understand that. Yeah.
But we went in, and you know, it wasn't the standard planetarium. I mean, it was kind of a little film thing, you know, rather than the old fashioned. And to be fair,
you didn't actually go into space.
No, well, the old fashioned, they used to just sort of put up the sky and be like, there's the plough, and there was none of that, which I guess would have bored him shitless anyway.
And we saw the film in the New York one. I'd never been to a planetarium. We saw the film in the New York one.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. He was, you know, 6 years old. He was sat there next to me, and I just kept hearing him going, "Wow." Wow, and it felt. I mean, you know, maybe it wasn't, but in the moment, it felt like something was being opened up for him.
Mm.
Something he was discovering something that was going to stick with him, and you know, I was there. I was part of that moment.
It's magic. It's magic.
And you know, of all the up and down feelings this week, that is something that I've been able to have and hold on to, and that's. I'm kind of tearing up just talking about it. You know, it was a really nice moment.
But you did miss us singing Dua Lipa.
I did miss you singing Dua Lipa. Yeah,
you know, it's.
You would have teared up then, not in the right way.
As soon as Foggy posted the picture of the guitar, I was like, wow. I'm all right having not gone now.
David Turner says, in response to what your nephew said, my 6-year-old said that about rice, though, mate. Don't get carried away. Thank you, Pete. I'm glad. Thank you for sharing that with us. I appreciate it, man.
That's all right. Cheers, guys.
Tutty bye. I just dawned on me. I've not seen my mum for flipping ages. Not seen my mum for ages. And again, my eldest said, when can we go and see Nanny Linda? So I have got to... You crying?
Yeah.
Oh, go on. I missed that. What's happening?
Just think it's beautiful, you know, all that kind of what we were talking about, the sort of external, looking for external things to make you feel better. You know, people who feel less than buy more, right? It's worked for years with women and making them feel crap about their bodies. Buy another top, buy another lipstick, all that kind of crap, right? Guilty, sucker.
Don't
Didn't
go
work.
to prison for it.
But no.
Although we will be doing
you can
Judge
if you
Boyle
spend
in a
too
minute.
much.
Yeah.
You can. But that moment of realness, of being next to someone who expresses proper joy because of something that you have allowed them to be part of, that's really special.
Yeah.
You've got to hold on to those moments in life because the rest of it's kind of bollocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there you have it. That's why my little girl said to me today, "Thank you for being my mum." And my response, of course, was to try and laugh it off. Well, I'm trying very hard.
Not to be.
When you go into your dad's again. But, it's moments like that. Allow yourself to feel that because that's real. The rest of it's crap.
That ties in with what I was saying. My eldest asked when we could go and see Nanny Linda again. Obviously, they've not seen her since February of last year. And I always think, they won't want to see her because she's in a wheelchair and she kind of, goes off on tangents and stuff. But the fact he keeps asking. And I thought, I haven't seen her for ages. And I'm planning to go and visit where my dad's interred. And actually, there's a living parent that I should probably go and see. So, and it's just partly because it's been so frenetic and partly because I didn't want to. Isn't that...
Yeah.
So I'm gonna next week. I'm gonna phone up. I'm gonna see what the situation is with bringing kids, and if you're only allowed one person at a time, then we'll go two separate days and take them. But yeah,
hard though, isn't it, when your parent starts to be the one that you have to look after?
No, that happened.
Been there for a while, I know.
That happened 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know what we need to do. And I feel terrible that we haven't done this. The Judge Boyle video
Get it
has
sorted,
gone.
otherwise I will block you.
I did delete some files, and maybe that... Well, okay, well, let's just assume that they're all going to... Because this one worked. So let's
my
just...
hands are too short, I can't reach my gavel.
Let's assume that they're all going to be guilty.
Come here, you.
Jeff, get well soon, mate. I've lost the Judge Boyle video.
What the hell?
Where's that gone? Well, that's terrible. All right, who have we got?
I don't know. Let's have a look. I mean, surely not that many because we've not been on at night for a while. And
We might not have any.
They mostly come at night, mostly. Oh, we got a couple.
Okay, who we got?
got
Who
a
we
couple.
got? For those who don't know, we block people on this channel if they're dicks. Very, very simple rules. And they can beg for forgiveness. But will they get forgiveness?
Sometimes when people come in, it's like they're going to be hard to handle potentially because the name they've chosen is kind of aggressive.
Yeah.
So let me bring our attention first up to someone who was banned some 12 days ago,
Just
and
gonna
the
text
name
Jeff 'cause I've
is
lost the Judge Boyle.
So Fucking Ace. I mean, it's a bold move. You are going to be noticed. Here we go.
That's a name. Will they christen that, do you think?
I wonder. I mean, maybe they were born to Mr. and Mrs. King Ace, and their first name is Sofa. But I think it's just a little bit, a bit bold in it. Right. So they...
I'm just texting Jeff, who made the Judge Boyle titles, because I deleted some stuff, Judge Boyle.
All right, so this is kind of someone... You know when... oh, God.
By
You
the
know
way,
when someone comes in and they...
Tim, thank you for being a new patron.
And they start telling us how to do their jobs. You know, we both of us get
How
a little
to do
bit...
their jobs?
Our jobs. So things like move on, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And I'm not in the mood for that anymore. I'm gonna block.
Exactly. So also used talking about David Turner's You Let Me Down, Let Ian Lee Down, You Let Yourself Down. That's fine. We don't mind you having a little go at David Turner's.
He's a bellend.
He likes it. He likes
He's a bellend. And he'll be joining us on Sunday night at 7 o'clock to watch Super Mario Bros. If you've got Amazon Prime. If you have got Amazon Prime, link it with your Twitch. Give us a sub. Me and Catherine get £1 each, which is actually it's quite important. Catherine.
Right, so we're obviously talking to someone. Stop bullying him. It's tedious. And then move on. Timed out by Gatford. Banned by you.
Yeah, that was a ban.
Not sure what I did. It's been so long. All right, well, 12 days later, he's decided he misses
Was it 12
us.
days later?
Uh-huh.
Oh, do you know what? Just block them all. They got banned. Block them all. I don't
don't
care if
hear
it's the
about-
Queen of Sheba or Mother Teresa. Just block them all.
I like Queen of Sheba. She's quite, she's fancy.
I've had to get different cat food because Felix is poisonous.
No.
Apparently so. Yeah.
I
Yep.
thought it was the.
That as well.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah. So I'm off the Felix.
Well, Willow's been
Hello?
on Sheba for quite some time. And now the kittens have started to help themselves to her dinners in front of her.
Yeah.
The audacity. The audacity.
Yeah.
As you can see, that the ice is melting and the cheekiness is on the up. And now I'm cheering for Willow in her aggression towards the kittens
Yeah.
because, to be honest, they're cheeky little sots. Anyway, speaking of which, so far, King Ace, take yourself elsewhere with your aceness. Send deny decision. Denied. This one, something I might like, although I don't really like people putting chocolate in fridges. I think it kills the taste. Chilled Maltesers. Chilled Malteser says cat. Ah, familiar. I like this. When you're ready to mingle again, do you fancy a weekend in Dublin? You are one enchanting sultana. He was banned by Gatford. Gatford, are you cock-blocking me now?
What a gentleman. What a gentleman,
What if I'd
Gatford.
have-
Gentleman.
How did you meet your second husband? Oh, he came on to me in the chat and called me cat, which nobody does.
And an
also,
enchanting sultana.
yes, again, something I've never been called before. It could have been a whole new experience for both of us. Gatford got in the way.
Oh, Happy Tree. He must have had a good raisin.
Can give a reason for an unban if there was no reason for the ban. Oversensitive mod, maybe? Jealous
Oh,
mod? Gatford, you jealous?
Excuse-moi, who are you talking to?
Or maybe it's just that I'm trying to be a serious streamer and I don't need your hilarious...
Where you going, boy? Oh, okay. What? Okay. Well, I'm just watching you.
I also-
Not while you're on the toilet. That would be horrible.
No, just no. Just no. Just don't be weird. You can stay banned. Weirdness.
We were right. They were. I just think block everybody. I can't be honestly. I can't be bothered.
I don't want to hear your explanations. Just don't be dicks.
If you're in the 666 club and above, I will tell you about a meeting I had after we go behind the paywall. I'll tell you about a meeting that I had today that was uncomfortable because I chose to be authentic-ish, kind of authentic, not as authentic as I could have been. Hello, Gatford.
How do you feel having thwarted a budding romance based on
I
a
feel
dirty
perfectly
weekend in
fine.
Dublin?
I feel perfectly fine. If you want to give me access to your Tinder account, I'll happily swipe left or right how I feel about your potential suitors, Kath.
I don't have a Tinder account, but if
Well-
and when I decide to go down that route, I'll certainly hand over to my login details to you.
I think you should. I think I would be an excellent judge of character for your future beau. I'm not too happy about Ramon, if I'm honest, but you know,
Ramon?
you've gone ahead and done it. Ramon.
Ramon is pulling his weight at this point. Let's see how it goes. It may
Well-
deteriorate, as all these things do.
Just wait till he needs his batteries changed. That's all I'm saying.
He self-charges. Listen to this guy.
Self-charges?
Yes. He's got his own docking station. He does the rounds. He tidies up. He amuses the cats and me. I'm going to be honest. It was like being in the Jetsons. And then when his battery is about to go, he loads himself back onto his docking bay and sits quietly waiting for the next time. And that's what we all need around the house.
Sounds perfect. I give it my blessing, is all I'm
Thank
saying.
you. Thank
I
you.
give it my blessing. I had a lovely time at Luton on a Wednesday.
Good.
But let me tell you that on Thursday I had a great time. I went kite flying for the first time in
Oh,
probably about 30
God,
years.
it's a joy, isn't it?
Oh, went to Dunstable to see some friends.
Dunstable Downs, best place to do it.
Dunstable Downs, yep, absolutely perfect. Saw some gliders as well.
Yep.
That was very good. But yeah, had a great time. So I had a lovely couple of days. I even got a little thank you from Nando's because I wrote them a review of Nando's Luton. Did say that it was a bit loud in there. Music was a bit loud.
Right.
But they've come back and said thank you very much. So, you know, what could I
That's
want?
nice.
Yeah.
And
Love
was
it
it
when, you know...
was it genuine or was it a thank you very
It
much?
seems it, no, because they said thank you very much, Gary. You know, they used my real name and everything.
Nice.
You know, they didn't just
Respectful.
say thank you, customer.
Mhm.
They didn't say anything about the music. I don't think they care that much.
No, but
but
they appreciated your input.
Yeah, that's right. Agree with Dave. Premiering was worth staying in. Breakfast was great. They did, though, there was a little bit of two people were clearing up around us, and they kind of kept coming over and going, can I take that cup? So every time it looked like we were going to finish, they came and cleared everything away. I think we outstayed our welcome.
You outstaying your welcome, Gafford? That doesn't sound. I don't think that's possible, mate.
Oh, well, you've arrived, have you?
Yeah, I'm looking after my kids. I'm doing dadding.
Anyway, no, the kite flying is a joy, and I think it's something I rediscovered in my late 20s when I went to my granddad's and he gave me the customary, here's a £5, don't tell your mum, right? And I thought, well, what am I going to do with this? And I was going away with some friends. And I thought, I'm not going to spend this on booze. It's not going to buy me very much anyway. I'm going to buy a kite. Do you know, I only threw that kite away about 2 months ago because a mouse had got at it. But that kite was bloody brilliant. And there's just a real simple joy to flying a kite.
My sister says Perry Perryford.
I only had single Perry Perryford, though, to be fair. Dave was the double Perry.
There's no such thing as double Perry. Because you have
No,
Perry.
you can have 2 breasts or 1.
Well, no, I only had plain, so I don't think I had any Perry.
Perilous. Blandford.
Thank you, Gatford. Do you know what?
You got?
Do you know what? If you're not paying, fuck off. We're going to go to the paywall. Do you know what I mean? If you're not paying, why are we giving you? What is this for? We're going to go behind the paywall now. So if you, 666, you'll find it. But we gave you plenty of opportunity.
You don't need to explain to them. You don't need to explain to these people.
I don't. Gave them so much opportunity.
Mm-hmm. I think you made it very clear.
Yeah, so we're going to go behind the paywall.
Bye.
Well, not bye just yet. It's going to take me a
in a minute. Bye in a minute.
To
bye. Just think on.
Out. Can we get the Patreon link, please, so that these losers can sign up if they want? And
this is where it gets tasty, guys.